Imagine you have a young person, male or female, who has taken initiative to use, we have all these platforms now. For instance, the print on demand publishing platforms like Amazon.com and the others, Lulu.com and co, them. They allow people, many of our young people are discovering that they can actually get their books in print through self-publishing using those platforms. So let's assume this young person has taken the pains, very disciplined, good background, is able to write well, come up with a topic, I don't know whatever the topic, and written a book, beautiful cover design, and gotten it published, and copies were delivered to him or her in Nigeria. Actually, I'm talking about something I saw on one of the walls of one of your Facebook friends. This is something I actually saw while I was, what I do is I research everybody. Some of them will be shocked about the volume of information I've gathered on them, and it's deliberate because I think they need help. So this individual then takes a picture of himself in his NYC uniform and proceeds to tell people, oh guys, I've written my book, it's been so long in coming, I'm excited, blah blah blah, and then proceeds to complain about the fact that Nigerians don't read, they don't like to pay attention to reading. And the typical thing that I've read writers say over the last 25 years or so, I've been involved in writing. I've been writing very unconventionally, and I think I started getting paid for my writing directly in 2000. I think 2008. Yes, that was the first time I got paid directly for my writing by an audiologist. I do a lot of technical writing, even though I do creative writing as well. So the reason why I'm mentioning all that is that, all during that period, I've interacted with people that have passion for writing, and it's been the same complaints. So that's where this question is coming from. They say people don't love to read, people don't, so when I write, nobody's buying my stuff and all that. There's this communication, in my opinion, which sounds like the writers over here feel they are entitled to getting readership. And what I learned the hard way was that it is you that will have to train readers to discover that they need to read you. So that's why I'm asking this question. This gentleman is published a book. He has it beautifully packaged, lovely cover, everything. He then proceeds to come on Facebook and talk to his friends, and he has a followership. And they are all telling him, well done, lovely, but he's complaining. Don't tell me well done. Buy book. That kind of thing. So what would you tell that kind of a person to do to get sales for that book, and also just to make money? Because ultimately the guy is trying to sell the book because he wants to make money. So he thinks he's reaching the book. He was even saying that, please, buy my book to encourage me. So is that the way writers should talk if he wants to get paid for the writing he or she has done, for the writing for the written content, or to even get hired as a writer? Is it to say, hey, listen, I need to feed myself and my family, hire me? Or is it to say, listen, this is what I can do for you? What do you think from your experience as a writer? Can they just sit back and say, oh, I've written a book, give me, buy my work now, help me now, don't be, is it like, can they do that? Or can they be like other business people who have to add value? So what would you recommend to such a young person who has written a book and is now looking to get buyers, all right? And also who is looking also to use his or her writing skill to make money? What's the advice you will give to the person? So imagine you're talking to one of them right now in this interview, and you are responding to a question he or she has placed with regard to what I've just said now. What would be the answer you give to the person?
To answer your question, when you stampede people to buy your book, you miss the point. What I've discovered in what that is traction for sale is the value you are bringing to the game. If people identify you with a particular niche or style of writing or something you are giving, for instance, if you post about inspirational stuff, you inspire them, you give them value for your writing. You don't need to do anything special for them to know to buy your book. Or where you just publish something, whether it's properly edited or not, and you stampede them to buy, you've lost their patronage already. That's one error most of us are making, because you publish a book and you keep hammering on, hey, buy my book, buy my book. Chances are they won't even buy it. But if you are bringing value to them, you are writing about stuff that they're interested in, it is that your first and foremost, you have to sell your personality. If they like your personality, if they buy into your personality, then they'll buy your product. That is what most writers are missing. Like what I've been doing recently, I've been posting all my articles in my column, my feed column, and a lot of people follow. I've built up a lot of followership. I'm sure the next time I come up with a book, they'll be willing to buy because they bought into my personality. They are beginning to see my ideology or my idiosyncrasies, my principles, and all that, my inspirational stuff. That is the way to win clients. You can come up with the most beautiful book trailer, and somebody will not be interested. But if that person is interested in your personality, if that person has you've added value to that person's life by way of your writings, definitely they will buy your book.